Well, hello, everybody. How is everyone tonight? I see Kissy Kat and Liz, Courtney and Matthew. How are you guys? It's just me tonight, and I'm going to be sipping on some beer. What do y'all think about that? I think I'll go ahead and get started. What are you all drinking? What are you having, Matthew? I know what you're having, Liz. I'm sure some of that delicious wine. I had me some of that last night. It was good. This here is a German beer that my son Daniel gave us. He had it over here, I think, one evening, sipping on it. So I'm going to enjoy some of that. What are you drinking, Kissy Kat? Eagle Rare. Matthew, you're drinking Eagle Rare. That's good stuff. I'm going to sip on my German beer here. This is for you, Kissy Kat. Kissy Kat's my beer girl. Oh, that's good stuff. Yum. I love different kinds of beer. You finally got a bottle. That is awesome, Matthew. Hey, Scott, what's up? Drinking some beer with Frontier Tina tonight. Y'all, I can't hardly see, so I'll have to squint to read the chat, but I can see it. Beer. My liver is going to be confused. You're right about that, Matthew. It's not knowing what to think. It's like, what the heck is that? Oh, Michelob Ultra. That was always my go-to, Kissy Kat. But that and Corona. I'll have to tell you, I like Mexican beer. But tonight, I'm having some German beer. It's quite delicious, actually. What are you drinking, Courtney? Kia-Belle. How are you, Miss Kia-Belle? Hello, Catherine. How are you? Catherine, you like beer, if I'm thinking correctly. Maybe? Tell me yes or no. I can't remember. I know, Kia-Belle, you love your wine, and Liz loves her wine. Courtney's drinking unsweet tea. There you go. Courtney's probably had a lot of mom stuff going on. She's very busy with those girls. What are you drinking, Catherine? Say hi to Chris. Tell him hello from Tina. And there's Dice. Hello, Dice. Cheers to you with my German beer. So, well, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate it a whole lot. So just wanted to let you know, we're going to be changing this up a little bit. And Walt's not really going to be talking about whiskey anymore. And I'm just going to take over the lives and do beer and maybe some wine. And I don't know, what do y'all think I should call it? Frontier Tina Talks with beer? I don't know. Maybe beer talks. I don't know. I need some help. Tell me what to call it. Well, hello, Mr. Bill. How are you? Good to see you. Catherine, this is my first 3 or 4 sips. How many ever I just opened my German beer. Thank you, ma'am. Well, hey, Lance, how are you? Welcome in to Frontier Tina's Beer Talks. That's what this is called now. We're going to go with the beer. That's good cold beer, too. Yum, yum. What do y'all think? Tell me what you think. I'm trying to name the channel, or not trying to name the talks. Anybody got any ideas? Well, I guess if that's the case, April Fools, ha 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 ha. Here's your whiskey man, Walt. Y'all knew that was a fib. But it might be bourbon and beer. I could do that. Bourbon and beer. Walt won't do any beer, though.
So you missed, because I think Matthew says
April Fools. I see that. I missed it.
Wow. And that's so true. It was April Fools. The whole, of course, yeah, she's got more people watching her than I usually get. So maybe I should just leave.
Catherine is all about beer and the wine,
well,
and not the whiskey.
Kissy Kat wants to know about you working at a convenience store in high school. And Lance says, call it Hot Mama's Beer and Brew.
Oh, Lord. I'll take all these into consideration.
Yeah. And Matthew says, I knew it. Bill says, Tom says he missed Bill when he was in Vegas. Good to see Tom back.
Hey,
He's
Tom.
back with us. It's been a while.
And Kia-Belle. I've missed her.
Yeah,
I haven't seen her in
Kia-Belle.
chats.
She must be working all the time.
I know, and I miss her.
Frontier tea better. Beer and wine with Frontier tea is better than whiskey with anyone.
That's what.
That's what Catherine.
I knew Catherine would love my new Tina Talks, Frontier Tina Talks. Beer and brew.
That'll probably be soon. Anyway, once she learns how to take over.
Everybody was like going, what is Tina doing? Why in the world? Michael, hey Michael Ford, how are you?
Dice says, no offense, but thank God this was a joke. Yeah, I agree. We're gonna throw the beer out, and we're gonna, no offense to anybody. Everybody loves beer. I mean,
I love beer.
I like beer. Wine, if it's, a lot of people like wine.
Yeah. Liz, I like my wine too.
Bill says he's going to be back in Vegas on August 19th. I think we'll plan a trip.
That's so cool.
Because I would love to see Bill there.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming in. It's probably been at least a month since we've been. There's Random Gene. Hey, buddy. Good to see you.
Good evening.
It's probably been a good month, hasn't it, since we did a live. And
Courtney knew it was a lie when I said Walt wasn't going to talk about whiskey.
Look at Tom. He's going to Germany next.
Well, this is for you, month. Tom. German beer. Let's see. I think it's a German beer.
It's sort of like a German beer, I guess.
What is it called? Daniel Schlucken. Zwickel beer. Danke.
Yeah, that's it. It's
Danke.
My son Daniel brought those over. We did that at Thanksgiving, and
I don't know if you can see that, but there you go, Tom.
Paul said we won the lotto this morning. I was packing for Vegas, then he said April Fools. Yeah. So I hadn't called up. If I missed your comments, sorry. Tina's usually pretty good on keeping up with that, but she's too involved with the joke, and it was good. April. I'm sure when people saw the comment, the thumbnail this morning, you were probably like,
So
what?
yeah, Tom is actually going to New Orleans, but he's going to
Oh.
Germany in October for Oktoberfest.
Wow, that's nice.
Very
Nice.
cool.
When is the Jazz Fest? Because I would love to be there.
That is this month, he said.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So very good.
That
Very
is nice.
good. What is everybody up to tonight? Matthew got some Eagle Rare
I
finally.
saw that. Yes. So that is awesome. Anytime you can get Eagle Rare, you got to grab it up. I've got a big giant bottle back there. I don't know if I tilt the camera up, you can see it, but it's huge. It's one of these big giant.
Yeah.
I picked that up.
We got that at one of the allocations or something at the Virginia
Right.
ABC.
Yeah.
So that was.
So what
time
we're
ago.
going to try tonight are some bottles that I found recently and some bottles that I have so many bottles that have not been opened, and I've got probably too many that are opened, but we're going to open up some more. I mean, what do you do? Is
Imagine that.
This is one I've been wanting to open for. When did we do? It's about a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably at least.
That we got this Old Ezra 7, and this was a barrel strength Old Ezra 7. It's 117 proof.
He did.
Drink
a little bit of an old fashioned.
And so it was so funny. It's like I was watching a video the other day of this guy named Bruzel, and he was going in. He was showing the prices, and I think it was Bruzel, or it might have been this other guy, Bourbon Chronicles. They do hunts, and I like to hunt for whiskey. And they had this on one of the stores for $120, and I can't remember what I paid for this, but I bet it was probably around $50, and that was it.
And Michael is cooking barbecue overlooking a valley in Globe, Arizona.
Oh my goodness, Michael Ford's in here?
Yes, he is.
Michael,
He's in Arizona.
That's awesome. He's in Arizona. Nice.
And Christy found Scott some Kentucky Spirit. Awesome. Is that what Scott is drinking tonight? Has he tried it?
Scott found Kentucky Spirit too. And I'll tell you what, if y'all missed the video where Matthew and Courtney brought us that Kentucky Spirit, that's still my favorite. It is so good.
Oh, it took
11 years to open this Bacardi rum.
Yeah.
Wow.
Phil, wow. Well, I'm glad you got to open it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's great. I'm glad.
Ooh, and Matthew said
you were feeling
tried
better.
some Knob Creek rye that was delicious. And I have a Knob. Tina, can you reach back there and get that Knob Creek?
Oh, rye? Yeah. So that was Matthew, right?
It's right there.
We have tried.
Yes. This is a smaller bottle, but that's
it's good.
Yeah, Knob Creek rye.
I like some rye.
100 proof, but it's been well used, as you can see. That's good stuff.
Scott has tried the Kentucky Spirit. It is great.
Yeah, Kentucky Spirit. Thanks again, Matthew and Courtney, and I know Dice likes his too. So we're going to try.
And Lance has his 5th of Crown that he's got for Dice ready to finish in October.
You got that Crown Royal. Easy to drink. So Old Ezra.
Nathan Reds, welcome in. Did I say that right? Retta. I'm sorry.
Nathan Retta, I guess. Thanks for coming in.
I can't see little tiny.
Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. My first pour
is that Nathan?
Is Kentucky Spirit. Then moving on to Rare Breed. Oh gosh, I like Rare Breed. It's a
is that our
little harsher,
Nathan? Huh? I don't know.
It might be.
I don't know.
It could be.
If you are Nathan, our neighbor.
Man, if that was
Say
Nathan,
so.
our neighbor. So we've lived across. We moved in right before all the shutdown happened. So we were shut down, but now we're out meeting people and all kinds of stuff. Tina already knew Lori,
Yeah.
and Nathan's wife, if this is Nathan. And come to find out, he has a nice whiskey bourbon collection. He stops and gets all these different bottles all the time. So
cool.
I'm planning on having him come in
Doing some
tastings with
with
me.
us. Yeah.
Uh,
Hey, Gamblin Granny, welcome in.
yeah.
How are you tonight?
Good to see her. She's saying hi to everybody.
You missed our April Fool's joke.
Is Keno Kid in here?
I was kind of silly.
You missed Keno Kid, Tina.
I don't think so. Lance said he's got Keno's bottle of Fireball ready for October, I believe.
Okay. All right. So here's the cork pool.
You better say a Trailblazer's name.
Oh, yes. And this one is going out. This cork pool is going to go out to our buddy from Australia, Michael Ford. So what I'm going to start doing is for my Patreon members,
who is
I will, which is Michael Ford, I will do a cork pool.
And Trailblazers.
Yep, and Trailblazers. So Michael Ford is having a
Granny
blast.
was lurking. Sure. She said
We'll
she did see my joke.
Did she?
Yeah.
Well, honey, can you reach us some bottles? And we're going to try Old Ezra. Now, Old Ezra, I have mixed emotions on this. Some people say it's really good. Other people say it's just average. Has anybody in the chat ever tried Old Ezra? It says Fireball equal fake whiskey. Tina could have named the channel Malort or Death.
I like that one, Tom.
No, Malort is death.
Malort equals death.
Man, that does smell good. Gosh.
Now, I have never tried.
That was a nice glug, glug, too.
Old Ezra.
Let's listen. That was nice. So, do you ever consider alcohol content when choosing whiskey to drink? Is there ever a time to drink a higher or lower content? That's a couple of really good questions. And while I'm swirling this, I'll start with when you are starting out drinking whiskey or bourbon for the first time, I think you would be wise to try to stay 90 proof to 80 proof, because all bourbons have to be at least 80 proof. That way you're not getting overwhelmed with the ethanol. Mm-hmm. But as you start to grow, I mean, that's like Buffalo Trace is like a 94 or maybe 92 or something. But as you start to progress, then you start, and Dice can tell you if this is true, that
it's here, pennies.
That where's the beer? And he only tuned in because of beer.
I said beer and wine. I got the Andersons hooked.
Yeah, you got them mad too because they were looking. So as you're moving forward, I prefer a little higher proof because I think there's a lot more flavors that open up on a higher proof whiskey. So I do like that higher proof better. Now, is there a time to drink a higher or lower content? I think it's just a preference. The only time I would say take a higher proof over a lower content is when you're doing a mixed drink. I like to have something that's got at least 100 so I can taste the bourbon and the flavors in the mixed drink.
This has got some ethanol.
Don't know if I can. Yeah, it does. It's 117.
Matthew said he got Courtney hooked, and she has been drinking some Crown Apple and Sprite.
No,
that is probably really good. I probably like
Lance
that.
Would like that.
It's a lot of ethanol.
It's a lot of ethanol right up on the nose, but
I'm not.
a lot of caramel too.
I'm not getting a whole lot of flavors.
I get some caramel, a little vanilla. Got to swirl it. Got to open it up. It's been sitting there for a long time.
Kissy Kat bought her a bottle of Crown in plastic. It tastes weird. She's back to buying glass. Yeah. I bet that might probably make it taste a little different.
He says, Walt, Bill says Walt likes the higher proof so he get wasted quicker. That's hilarious. But
that's a lot of.
Let's try it. Tina just she just smells ethanol, but I do smell a little oakiness, a little that was ethanol pretty much, but some vanilla on there, not a whole lot. Let me try it.
Now, I did not smell the oaky, but I definitely can taste it a little bit, and almost a little smoky, just a hint before it, right when it goes down.
I taste this peanutty, bittery taste.
It is right a little bit bitter.
Right off the front.
It is a little bit bitter, but I definitely get more flavors from tasting it than I did the smell.
Look what Bill did.
Oh, thank you, Bill.
Bill Coleman sent us a Cash-App.
Thank you, Mr. Bill.
Bill, you're unbelievable.
He's a great,
thank you.
Great friend.
I often feel I don't deserve it, and I probably don't, but I sure do appreciate it.
You sure do.
Tom says he'd rather drink the higher proof straight without the mixer. Okay, use the lower for mixer. The higher one, I rather appreciate it all the time. That's a good point. Good point. But a lot of times when I agree with what you're saying, but a lot of times for me, like if I put like even if it's a simple thing like a Coke with a lower proof, like a Jack Daniels, yeah, I don't. Mostly what I get is Coke. But if you put it in there with a Knob Creek 9 or something like that, boy, then now you've got a drink.
You can definitely. I agree. I think you can definitely tell the flavors. So, it's a different.
And that's the thing about whiskey and bourbon. It's all about your choice.
Well, there's Kim. Hey, Kim, how are you?
Good to see Kim in here. Tell Jer.
Jer is out tonight at a Scotch tasting. Ooh. Well, I'm glad you could join us, and I hope Jer has a good time. We'll have to hear all about that, his Scotch tasting. Dr. Hamilton, good evening, sir. How are you?
Kissy Kat said, how was the flea market? Kissy Kat, it was a really fun day.
Yeah.
And
it was an event.
It was a really, it was a good day. And the one thing is I had about 315 baseball cards in a pack. And I was going to sell them for $2, $3, $4, some of them up to $10. And this lady comes in and she starts talking about her son and everything. She's really nice, genuinely nice person.
Yes. She's been there a few times each week that we've been up there.
And she was looking through the cards and she said, how much would you want for them? I'm like, gosh, I mean, I almost have to have like $10 a sheet. So that would have been like $300. I just was telling her that. Which I would probably lose a lot of money on that because there were some cards that would probably bring 100, 200, whatever.
Rhonda Dotson. Well, hello. Welcome in.
So anyway, so it was, hey guys, hi Rhonda Dotson. And everybody's saying hi to Dr. Hamilton. Love this man. He's a good guy. Everybody in here is great. We love all these people.
Thank you for joining us, Rhonda.
Anyway, she starts talking and she just tells about she adopted this now he's what? How old now? He's like 15
He's
or something.
12. He
12.
said he's 12. Mm-hmm.
And but he likes baseball, and he started collecting baseball cards, and he's wanting to. So, and he made straight A's. She goes, so I wanted to get him something really nice.
Yeah.
And I said, well, just make me an offer.
Yeah.
And she goes, will you take 120? I said, yes. So
that was
I just had to, I couldn't resist it. I mean, because she was.
We've only been doing this for about a month now, and we've had several actually experiences like that, but that was the best today. And she is just the sweetest. Like I said, she comes by there every week and usually buys like a little something. And I don't know. It's a great little hobby we've started. Really so we're really enjoying it.
Yeah. And Rhonda Dotson says, hey guys, me and my husband love watching your videos. Thank you so much.
Yes.
That's what I like to do, is make videos. And then I like doing these lives because I connect to people that watch my videos, and that means a lot. And
Dice asked, what years were your cards? They were mostly
in the 80s. Because that's when I started. I had a whole bunch of these old 70s cards, but they all burn up in a fire.
Yeah.
And a bunch of my comic books burn up in a fire. So I started collecting again starting in the 80s. So a lot of them were from the 80s. So Kissy Kat says, you're not a salesman. No, I'm not. No. I'm not a salesman.
This is just a hobby to basically, which we've probably said before, to get rid of a lot of our stuff. I mean, it's just overwhelming. We still have our kids' stuff. They're grown adults. I still have mom stuff.
Kissy Kat said you'll find them on eBay next week. Yeah, that's probably right. That's what I told her. I said, the worst, my nightmare is like I sell this Roger Clemens card I had from 1984 or something, 84, 85, I can't remember.
And
somebody else sell it for $100. And Kim says my videos are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate that. And there's Keno Kid.
Well,
checking
hello,
in.
Keno.
Lita and Trish are next at WrestleMania. Back soon. That would be Tina. That's insulting to Tina. Maybe we could get Tina to wear one of those leotards or something.
Lord.
There's Christina.
Hello.
Or Anthony, or both.
Hey, Christina and Anthony.
All right, let's talk about old Ezra.
Am I behind?
Probably.
Hey, sweet tea.
Am not a fan.
How are you?
It's just, to me, it's like a kind of a too much bitterness, too much ethanol, and that's pretty much what I get. I get a little caramel on the nose, but I'm not getting much sweetness thereafter. So, old Ezra. Where is old Ezra? Where is that bottle, Tina? Oh, there it is.
It's right here.
So, old Ezra, 117 Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It's distilled in Bardstown. It's not my favorite. And maybe, oh my gosh, I didn't read this till now. See that charcoal mellowed?
Get the charcoal. That's what it is.
That's what you get on that. And that's like I know some people.
It has a bitterness to it.
It does, and it has makes it a different taste. So you can put that back. I'll probably give that away to somebody when I see them in Vegas.
Shout out to Christina and Anthony and their last night in Vegas. I was going to ask you how it was going, and
gosh, I'm way behind.
Have a fun night on the town for your last night. We will see you guys soon.
Gene, I just hope I live 5 more years.
And Drinking sweet tea.
And
She's
Rhonda
doing
says,
well.
me and my husband like mixing Old Smokies, butter pecan moonshine with banana pudding. Oh my gosh.
Have you ever? No, have not tried
Have
that.
you ever? No, I hadn't tried that. Woo. That's some sweetness. So I
That
guarantee
sounds
that.
like a mixture right there.
What channel is WrestleMania on? Dice says. Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
We're way behind. Sorry
Yeah.
guys, we're way behind on the
Kim says that sounds delicious. I think she likes that moonshine recipe you got.
Yeah. I wonder if Liz would like that. The moonshine.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Moonshine's pretty. Whew, it'll light you
Yeah.
up. It's a lot harsher, in my opinion, than whiskey is. Way.
So
much more.
I don't know. I don't know about old Ezra. I'm gonna let it sit for a while, come back to it, and see if I like it any better.
Oh, let me wash that down with some German beer.
She's gonna be sick.
No.
She said the moonshine thing is delicious.
Michelle,
please keep feeding more drinks to Tina. She makes my day.
Hi, Michelle. How are you? Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, Michelle. Thanks for coming in. So I hope Chris and Catherine are here, because I'm gonna try a very old Barton, and I'd said on the video that it was one of Chris's favorites, but Catherine said it's really just one that he goes to because it's cheap and it's good, and that's not necessarily his favorite.
And that is a good reason.
That's and it's cheap. It's not going to have a cork, I bet.
Yes, pennies.
Screw top.
I got to take another sip of my German.
Anybody watch this video? Tell me how much I paid for this thing.
Pennies.
Yay, beer. And Michelle said, hey, girl. Hey, Tina.
Hey. I said, hey, girl. Hey.
Oh, my God. Y'all killing me. Everybody say hi to Michelle. She is rocking and rolling, guys.
She is.
She is moving on.
Michelle, she just does a great job.
Scott says, I went through a moonshine phase really good, and a Bloody Mary could not drink it straight. And Jean says, moonshine or garage shine. Some of that stuff people make in their garages like cinnamon flavored water. When you drink as much as Chris, price must be a factor. That's funny. That's about all of us. I've gone bankrupt over bourbon. Bourbon bankrupt.
Oh, that'd be a good video. A good
video. This is all. Now this is a 86 proof. So this is a good starter one, guys. If you want to hand me a. Do you have more glasses up here? Okay.
Yeah.
This would be a great starter. $15, and
I can't beat that.
It's really. We're gonna try it again. I'm gonna. Ooh, nice little glug. We didn't get
anything like that.
Nice glug on the bottle, but you don't get any cork pull because it's a screw top, which is sad. That's very sad. But you get what you pay for, right? Can you mix with Diet Coke? Yes, I do all the time. All right, let's try some very old Barton, $15. You remember not too long ago, I bought a bottle of Benchmark 8, and I did not like that. Oh my gosh.
That was like one sip. I
What was
don't
that?
remember it, but yeah.
Benchmark
it was
number 8.
Real watery.
Yeah.
So
let's see if very old
this
Barton.
smells good. Very light.
It is. Not a whole lot of ethanol, but you do get a little bit. And it's I smell cinnamon on there.
It's like, I was going to say a sweetness, so that must be
sweet and cinnamon. So I'm going to try it.
Liz said they would never get a bottle of bourbon that size for $15.
It's, to me, It's very it is sweet,
Mhm.
but it's not much. There's just not a whole lot. This is what when you do the lower proofs, you're not getting a lot.
Not as much flavor.
Right.
Flavors.
But you could sit around and just sip on this
Yeah,
all night long.
easily.
Yeah. Or you can mix it like was it Tom said he likes the lower proof? He might like this.
Yeah. This is definitely easy to sip
Not much of a finish.
because of that. For sure. It
I
would be
mean,
40 or more.
This finishes mid palate. It's like tongue
Yeah.
to mid tongue, and then it's done.
Doesn't have a long finish.
And
but some people
it'll still knock you on your
prefer
rear
that,
end.
I guess.
But for $15, guys, this is a good intro. See if you can drink that. You know, so that's pretty cool. I had to get it because believe it or not,
Sweet
it's been hard
T's
to
doing
find.
like me. She's drinking some Bulleit and some beer.
There you go. Where's Sweet Tea at?
Right there.
All right, Sweet Tea, Bulleit and beer, and y'all better check out Sweet Tea's channel. And here's Ty Lopez.
Welcome in.
DeWalt
Ty?
Scotch. Huh.
Well, hello, duder.
Now, I have not heard of.
How are you?
Oh,
Water, Wilds, and Weeds.
Is it Dewars, like DEWARS? Because I've heard of that. And I've heard that that's very, very good. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. I love seeing new people come in.
Yeah.
And
Welcome.
I missed and there's Duder. Was that what you're saying?
Yes. He's late. Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Cheers
Duder,
to you.
you might like us very old Barton. It's not bad. I mean, for $15, guys, you can't go wrong. That'd be a great name for a whiskey, Bankrupt Bourbon. Robust and rich flavors with notes of oak, spice, and vanilla. Easy and smooth.
Everybody
in taste,
check
but
out
yet
Sweet
harsh on the
Tea.
wall.
Courtney dropped Sweet Tea's link. She is starting her YouTube journey. She's got a few videos up there already, and they're really good. She does Chicago like a boss.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And
so
what
go
a great,
check her out if you
great town to do
that.
videos from. Awesome town. All right, I'm going to put these up.
Thank you, Matthew.
Somewhere.
Yes, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Thank you guys for reminding everybody. Of course, any YouTube channel, all of you guys know, but it does help. Helps the videos and it helps the channel. Oh,
now we're going to vote. We're going to vote on these. See who wants to.
Wait a minute. I've got to take a pennies break. Pennies.
And Catherine says they buy the 80 proof one. It has the red line on the label. Okay, so this is 86, and it's got it's all green, so that's cool. I would like to get a bottle of the 100 proof. That's hard to find. You got Sweet Tea Boilermakers.
Cody, he said, Cody W, when are y'all headed back to Myrtle? Well,
I'm not sure, but we certainly want to go.
Yes, for sure.
Surfside now. We love Surfside.
Welcome in,
beach.
Cody.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to say that, but welcome in.
Matthew says, thank you, Matthew. Says this live is rocking tonight. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Thank y'all.
Yes.
I need to see the Cubs field. Yes. I tell you what, great story. I'm going to tell this story, honey. So,
well, wait a minute. Let me tell you this first. Matthew wants us to try some Eagle Rare or Kentucky Spirit with him. Either one tonight.
Oh, okay, cool.
We will do that.
All right. Thank you. Hey, Ty says no. He said I'm talking about DeWalt, and it's daily
okay,
drinker.
okay.
Only $23 for a 1.7. Huh?
That's not bad at
Not
all.
bad at all, and I have not seen that.
Our friend Dale McKenzie and Paula McKenzie, they love
Yes.
some scotch.
He said, but it's
So they've probably
darn
tried that.
good.
No, I bet.
And then we've got somebody. I can't pronounce what he's saying, but thank you for showing up.
Yes,
thank you for being here. And Cody says, when are y'all heading back to? That's what you were just talking about. So I'm trying to catch up a little bit.
Sorry, guys, we're a little bit behind.
So anyway, I want y'all to vote right now. Walt likes the hot weather. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Kissy Kat. What's your opinion of Johnny Walker? My opinion is I have not. I think I've tried one. I can't remember. I've got the fire and I've got the ice, the fire and the ice, and I haven't tried them yet, but I will soon. And Random says, has anybody tried Kirkland Costco brand whiskey? It's sold here in Nevada. I've heard some decent things about that.
I have not heard that.
So I want y'all to vote now between, we got two gunslingers. Jesse James, Tina, hold this other one up. We're going to choose between trying Jesse James or Smoke Wagon. You can say Jesse or Smoke.
Which
now
is
this,
it, Jesse or Smoke?
This was a store pick, so I'm imagining this stuff is really, really good. I've heard some not such great things on the Smoke Wagon, so whichever y'all want. Y'all say Smoke or Jesse. Courtney says Jesse James. All right, there's one. First three for Jesse James or Courtney or Smoke Wagon.
Says Jesse James.
Tom says
Jesse James.
We got one Smoke Wagon. We got another Jesse James. We got
Kim
it's 2-2, and then Duder just broke it, Jesse. So it's, I believe, am I counting right? Or did Christy beat it?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
Smoke.
I've got Jesse, Courtney, Kim,
Jesse,
Smoke,
Jesse, Smoke.
Dice Smoke.
Christy beat it with the Smoke. So we got to try
Christy
Smoke.
was first.
Which breaks my heart because I was wanting to try this. Jesse James. Which, by the way, I'm not going to tell you the dates yet. Dice knows the dates. I booked a room in Bardstown, and Catherine knows the dates too. But we got the Jesse James room in Bardstown. That's pretty daggone awesome.
Dice is anxious about this because he tried it in Vegas and wants to know what.
Oh yeah, that's right. He wanted to know what we think. So let's try it. And I wonder, there's so many different variations. Am I gonna have to get my pocket knife?
And you found out too, like after you found this, you were researching. What are they going to do? Some tours, not until 2024.
Yeah, tell them about that.
That's all I know. Is that
the distillery in Vegas? You can't really visit yet, but they're hoping by 2024 they can start giving tours and tastings and stuff like that. Now, this is 46.25% alcohol, so that makes it what, 93 or 92.5%, 92.5 proof.
Catherine said she knew you got that room. It's crazy online how they show the rooms which rooms are booked. They do.
Yeah.
They'll tell you if it's not available.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, that was a good cork pull.
Dice.
Well, that was too late now. We'll do it again. Say die. This cork pull goes to Dice Sniper.
Dice.
You better get your glass.
Yeah.
That smells a little bit like Ezra. I can smell it. It's like, I don't know what it is.
Well, isn't it? I guess. What did you say? Did you
Charcoal.
say something about the age or anything?
No, this one I don't really know.
It may be young, so sometimes when they're young, they have that lighter
they have
flavors, smells, and tastes.
It says this is it says barrels are first hand selected from the top 2 floors of the warehouse to create a bourbon that has flavor which is smooth and rich beyond its years, which means it's young. They're then expertly blended, so it's a blend, creating a delicate balance of rye, spice, sweet notes of corn, and toasted oat caramel. I wish I didn't read that because I don't like reading notes. I like I usually I don't read notes. I just make up my own notes. But we're gonna give this a good fair shot.
Oh, good night, Bill. He's going to dinner with friends.
Oh, nice.
Have
Bill.
a great time, Bill.
Enjoy
Thank you
that
so much.
And thanks for the donation, Bill. That means a lot. And
you have a great night. Have fun.
As y'all know, not too long ago, Bill donated a huge amount to us. And I will not kid you. That really helped me get to Wilmington a couple of times.
It did. Yep.
To take care of business on Bruce's estate.
Yep.
Times were tough. I was in a dark place for a long time. But things are I'm doing better.
Yep.
Just have moments now. But thank you so much, Bill.
Yes, thank you. You're awesome.
Yeah. And thanks. A lot of people have talked to me, and encouraged me throughout this whole thing. So it means a lot. Is there whiskey fungus in certain cities due to angel share? I'm not sure about that.
I don't know.
It doesn't smell bad.
Oh, Duder said he loved you.
Thank you, Duder. I love you too, buddy. Rhonda, hey, nice seeing you. Thanks for coming in.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Appreciate the nice words about our videos. That's very nice. Sweet T says she loves Bill. We all love Bill. He's a great guy. It's a little musky.
Yeah.
A little musky on the nose. It's not heavy with caramel or vanilla, nothing like that. Very low under the caramel. Most I get is like this musky. So let's try it. Yeah, that is sweet. And it did have a little spice, like rye spice or something like that.
Not too overwhelming.
Then it bubbles up to me like mid palate, and then a very short finish.
Yeah. Although I'm getting a little bit of a warmness, more so than from either the very old Barton or the Ezra.
Oh no, Ezra's pretty hot, I thought. But it's not really a finish, but it's just hot.
Yeah, maybe a hot up front, but this gives you a little bit of a warm chest hug. It
also has, just like the Ezra, that bitterness. Something about it, like that just makes. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I could sip this, and be just fine. Like if I went to somebody's house and this is what they had, and I could sip this. Third sip.
So,
But it's definitely not a traditional bourbon where you get those caramels and vanillas and the oakiness. You're not getting that. I don't get any oak barrels. Do you?
oh, okay. So some kind of fungus with Jack Daniels in Tennessee or something.
Oh wow! Due to the evaporation of ethanol, I can see that, like how that could happen. So, but that's I mean, and that could definitely cause a fungus. So there must have been something wrong with their system or something. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I hadn't heard that. Kissy Kat knows, she's on the ball. She got the news.
Tom knew that too.
Oh, okay, cool. Guys, this is probably, if I'm gonna score this, I would say it's about like a 62. It's okay.
What'd you think about it, Dice?
So, yeah, Dice, I don't think he cared for it. Dice, give it a Frontiersman score. See what he says.
Kissy Kat says she only knows the news about drinking only.
Sweet Tea said Kissy Kat dropping knowledge. That's right. So, Dr. Hamilton, what is your favorite whiskey? I want to know from him. I can't remember if I asked him. I think it seems like I did one other time. Wow. It's all over the houses, stop sign. Dang. So it went out through the whole neighborhood. Dang. The definitely filtration system.
Now I'm going to clean my palate with some soda from the always delicious Taco Bell.
The other thing is about Smoke Wagon. There's several that I've heard really good, like some cast strength and things like that that are really good. This just happens to be a blend.
Right.
And those might
be
better.
Totally different.
So this was all they had at the store, and I thought, I'm gonna just try it, and it's cool.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's like it doesn't.
To be fair, I was drinking Knob Creek 9 before I had the Smokehouse. I wasn't overwhelmed. Maybe 55, 60. Ooh, he'd give it a 55 to 60. Yep. Yeah, well, if you're drinking Knob Creek, everything else is going to come. So he says 55 to 60. I'm giving it a 62. So I didn't grade Ezra because I'm going to let it sit there and come back and maybe score it later because it just might need it to be open and get some air. So now we're going to try
taco smell. Kim Tebby said. Going to try some Jesse James. Then we're going to try some Eagle Rare for.
Yeah, he says drinking alcohol is fermented and fungi grows on waste. Yeah, that's right. All right, so we're going to try the Outlaw Jesse James. This is a cool looking bottle. I've had this for, well, let's see when the store pick was. Let's see.
Yeah, I bet something did happen.
This is aged for 6 years.
Thank you, Sweet Tea.
And I'm looking for a date. Usually they'll have a date on the day it was picked, but I don't see it. It was probably almost 2 years ago. I've had this for a while.
Have you had it that long?
Or maybe it's a year. It's 114 proof. Hand selected by King Cut Rate at CJ's Liquor Store, which is one of my favorite places.
Yeah.
Great store in
They
West
always
Virginia.
have such good picks.
Yes, and they really have great store picks in there.
I know Knob Creek 9 is very, very good. It's hard to beat. Yep, that's right, guys. And it's about 100 proof. Yep. And that's kind of where I'm at. I like right on that 100 is probably my favorite. Now, if you get into, what did you say this one was?
114.
Yeah, if you get
0.6.
into like single barrels and aged, then my opinion can be a little bit different. Now, who's this going to be? Let's see. Who was one of the ones that picked Jesse James? Gosh, that's way back there.
Who was the first one?
So.
It was Matthew. Did you say Jesse James first?
I don't remember. We like the Outlaws. Tom did.
Tom did?
Tom was one of them that said Jesse James, I think. I just can't find it. It's so far back.
Well, then we're going to give this one to Tom because he's back in the States. Tommy Cork Bull. He ain't going to be here too long. He's going to be traveling again.
I know.
Here at Cork Pulford. Tom. Ooh, that sounded like a Jesse James shot.
Yeah.
Out of a Colt 45. Man, that was good. That was good.
Tom said he sent us the story on the JD fungus. Ooh, okay. We'll have to check that out.
Guys, we may have something here. Where is this stuff barreled at?
Oh,
it's actually distilled in Tennessee, and when I smelled it, it smells a little bit like a Tennessee whiskey, but it's supposed to be bourbon. Do we have any more glasses?
I'll have to get some more.
That was some nice pop.
There you go. And then we gotta try Eagle Rares.
Oh, it's Tennessee American. Did I say this was Kentucky?
I don't know.
It says this is American Outlaw Barrel Strength Tennessee Whiskey. Jesse James Tennessee Whiskey. It smells like Jack Daniels.
Kissy Kat said it was a very cool shape.
It is. It is. I'm sorry. Too many sips. Courtney says she wants to try Jesse James. I will bring it to Vegas. Or bring it to wherever you want me to bring it. Let's try it. It smells just like Jack Daniels.
I don't know.
And the good Jack, the single barrel, smells a lot like that.
Which is very good, by the way.
Whew, a lot of heat.
Yeah, I can smell some cinnamon and spice. But that's the best smelling I've smelled tonight.
Yeah, definitely the best smell. I still get that charcoal smell though. Here we go. Wow. That's good.
Yeah. Now that's got some flavor. It's kind of got like a oak smoke.
Yeah.
For me, and that's what I like. I like to get that flavor. It's very good. Kissy Kat sees what? Maker's Mark on the top shelf. all over there. Yes, yes, ma'am.
It's still in the back. There's still this.
Gunslinger Outdoors. Well, hello. Welcome
Hey,
in, buddy. Good to see you.
Gunslinger Outdoors. Where'd you put old Jesse James? I got to show this, the Gunslinger Jesse James whiskey.
Look at this.
We're drinking a little sipping of this Jesse James Gunslinger. And I love, he makes a lot of shorts, and some of those things are just awesome.
Sweet Tea said it looks delicious. You would like this.
It
Sweet Tea.
It reminds me a lot of the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, although it's not quite as good. And I think I'm going to put it to the test to see which one.
It smells even better now after I took a sip.
But now I'm getting the charcoal and the bitterness is what I'm getting. But we're going to do this. I'm going to compare it to see if this is the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select. This is, but this is only 94 proof. And we're going with the Bigfoot glass.
He said, yeah, Jesse James. Dupree from Jackal. The Outlaw stuff is not bad.
Cool.
You want to try the Jack Daniel's single barrel or the Jesse James, Matthew? I gotta compare it. Yeah, I gotta compare it.
It smells so similar.
I've already tried this, which is delicious, but
of course now I don't have a sniffer.
Teensy tiny taste. I know we used them all, I think.
Oh wow. This stuff is really smooth. The big difference is the proof. This stuff is really sweet though. This stuff is.
Oh my gosh. In comparison,
this is way better. But
this is good though. I do like the Jesse James.
It is full flavor.
It's my favorite of the ones we picked out to try tonight. It's my favorite.
I mean, I think even that was a barrel pick, and I think it was only like, was it $49, $50 as a barrel pick? Because you can get the regular Jesse James really cheap.
Ooh, I got a lot of heat that time. Took the Jesse James again.
Yeah, you get a
lot of heat.
Yeah.
Whew.
They smell very similar. Mm-hmm. It's because that charcoal filter, it's Tennessee whiskey. This one has the bitterness in the back that I don't really like on a lot of Tennessee whiskeys. This is so easy to drink. It's almost criminal. That stuff right there.
Yeah, it is.
It's 94 proof, and it's like drinking water. It's so smooth.
So
it's almost too smooth.
He wants to try that for sure.
Yeah.
If you can find a bottle of that, it is worth the try.
They put them out really a lot, good. So it's pretty good. So
it's good.
That was good. And
it is so smooth. You just can't. Gosh, comparing when you're
just
comparing
like that song, "Get Smooth Tennessee Whiskey."
He is singing now.
See that the charcoal is supposed to make the smooth things out. To me, it does that, but also it takes out some flavors that a real bourbon is going to have.
Kim is saying good night. Good night, Kim.
Good night, Kim.
Thank you for joining us.
Tell Jerry we love him.
Yes, he'll be jealous. Telling you, yeah.
And Gunslinger says he prefers the Jesse James. I like the Jesse James. I mean, and this is the barrel strength. I like it too. I like this.
But just comparing, I guess, he was just comparing that. And
This is
it's-
full of flavor
it's
for sure.
probably not fair that we did a single
Well, it is
barrel,
singing.
but-
I saw Jack Daniel bonded. Is bonded a new thing? Bonded means when any whiskey that's been bonded, what that means is after Prohibition was repealed, then people started making whiskey again. Well, there were a lot of people that just would make some alcohol and they'd put food coloring in it, and it was junk. And it might have been 20% alcohol, it might have been 30%. There was no rules, no regulation. So the one thing that the government did and the whiskey bottlers, the big time whiskey distillers said, please step in, like Evan Williams and others, and make some regulations about whiskey. So to make it bottled in bond, they had to go through they had to be like at least 3 years old. They had to be at least 100 proof and things like that. So when you have, and I like bottled in bond because it means it's 100 proof. And here's a Jack Daniels. That's what you're looking for right there. So
Jack Daniels has a 12-year out for a limited run, Dice said.
That would be nice. I bet it's expensive.
So we're going to do the Eagle Rare for Matthew. He wants us to try.
Oh, he wants us to try Eagle Rare.
Yeah. He said either Eagle Rare or Kentucky Spirit.
If I try Eagle Rare right
now, for Matthew, then we're going to try Eagle Rare.
Well, there's the big bottle.
But we love our Kentucky Spirit from the Coxes. Thank you very much, Matthew and Courtney.
I know.
That was super awesome. They sent us a surprise package, and in it was the 2023 Kentucky Spirit.
Tina, where's
so
that
delicious.
Eagle Rare that's already open?
Not sure.
Did we drink it all?
No, maybe over Christmas. I don't know.
Oh, it's right here behind me.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I'm going to use this.
Yeah. Okay, Matthew, this one's for you.
Oh.
We're going to try a sip of Eagle Rare.
Okay, forget about all this other stuff.
All goes.
Because now it's Eagle Rare. This has been open for a while. Is that good?
Yeah.
Eagle Rare. And it is, can you read that proof?
Random Gene said it expires when it's all gone.
90%. It's not a single barrel, but
oh, Kissy Kat asked if whiskey ever expires, and Random Gene said it expires when it's all gone.
If it was just left open, it would kind of lose its flavor after a while, probably. But
it's very well preserved.
The Eagle Rare is 90 proof, and it's made from no more than 2 barrels. So that's a cool fact. Tom says the bottle is at least half full. It'll last you about 2 years. If it's a quarter or less, 6 months.
That's good to know. Well, I'm pretty sure we've downed this one in the last 2 to 4 months.
I haven't really done my top 5 bourbons, but Eagle Rare would be in that for sure. Have I done my top 5? I did top 5 of 2022, but I'm talking about all time. when I taste this, it makes me
So
want to
good.
just take the table, just clear it all off. And really, this is
Cheers, Matthew.
it's so
It's so
good.
smooth. Yes, you are correct.
And it's aged 10 years. Dice is right. That's right.
Yes. Yes, it is very smooth. Oh, I almost forgot to mention.
Caramely, vanilla. It's like, I don't know. It's just like
I almost forgot to mention. I got to mention this.
Go ahead.
I have some cool little bling earrings on tonight with a cool little bracelet from a really, really, really special friend in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to thank Miss Kissy Kat. She sent these to me a good while back, and I just wanted to shout her out tonight and thank her for those and appreciate it very much.
She's been a trailblazer for so long.
She is so thoughtful,
I'm
and I
glad
know
many of
all
y'all
of y'all
have.
know that too,
Yeah.
that are in the chat. But she is so thoughtful and creative, and go subscribe to her as well and watch her little creative videos.
Mm-hmm.
If someone can drop her link, that would be great too. But she is just an awesome, sweet, sweet, sweet person. Cannot wait to meet her. Hopefully in October, I hope.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But thank you very much. I love these. They're so cool, and they remind me of Kissy Kat.
Have I ever scored Eagle Rare? I can't remember.
She says she's blushing. Stop. You're a sweetheart. Yeah, I think you have.
I don't think I have.
Have you not?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
He has not.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to score it. I'm going to score Eagle Rare when I open that big giant bottle. That way it's a brand new bottle and I'll just open it up. I already know it's in the 90s. But I want you to look at this ring of like the oiliness on that thing.
Swirl your glass around.
Like it's got.
If it's not on the rocks.
It's got that nice little thick oiliness, and it's like.
That means it's good.
What's that? Is it? I don't know. It's like a caramel. It's just like this caramel vanilla-y, almost like ice cream, but a real light ice cream with a lot of caramel.
Like a light fudge.
Mm-hmm. Good finish. It's not a finish to me though, as long as still Buffalo Trace has one of the longest finishes of any 90 proof whiskey there is. So that's good stuff. Good.
And I'm sorry, I have to.
That's good.
We were not planning on trying this, but
Single Barrel Select is good.
That is good as well. And I also like the Jesse James. So out of the ones that we decided to try, the Very Old Barton is fine. It's just a little, it's not as heavy flavored.
I mean, it's a $15 whiskey,
right? And it will do.
Does its job. I mean, it's sweet.
Yep. But I do like the Jesse James, and of course we compared that, which I already love. But very, very good. Very, very good. All right.
The one thing about the single barrel Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select is that it's not outrageously priced, so that's nice. Yeah. So we're going to end this.
That Kentucky Spirit, by the way, Matthew and Courtney sent us.
Should I get that?
Was
Drink that?
delicious. Do you want us to try that too with you, Matthew? I know
That's
you're
my
probably
favorite.
not drinking it.
I got to drink Kentucky Spirit anytime.
But we will. Let's tell them.
What's
Well,
that?
I think we've told y'all, but if y'all missed it,
Oh, watch that video.
please watch that video. Matthew and Courtney Cox sent us a bottle of. They surprised us. Sent us a surprise package of Kentucky Spirit 2023, and it is delicious. And that was such a sweet thing to do. Total surprise. They did not have to do that at all, and we appreciate it so much. And let's give it a try for that.
Oh,
how about it? Do y'all want to try
Dice
it?
says Old Forester 1910 has the longest finish I've ever tasted. That is,
Ah,
1910
Yeah.
is very good.
Mhm.
That's good stuff. And Kissy Kat put
what she said.
she put the tea in the whiskey bottles, but for like she poured it out from her parents' bar, I guess, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
put tea in there. I bet they were happy when they drank that.
Kissy Kat likes that story, like that I told a long time
Yeah.
ago. Mustard and ketchup bottles.
She says, "Where's the mystery?" Well, I felt really bad. I told Tina earlier, I'm like, we got home. I was so tired. And also on the way home, we broke down.
Yeah, we did.
The battery in my Jeep it went kaput. I mean, we were just like driving and all of a sudden it just shut down. And we're in a place where we had no cell phone service.
Yeah. Luckily, it was in my home county, like just a county away from us. But
this lady stopped that had a different service. We have Verizon. She had a different service, and she let us use her phone. So I called my buddy Gail Moore, which you've seen on some videos.
Always
he come right out
on
there, brought another battery, put that in, and but it took a while. And we were already tired because we had to get up early to get there on Saturday. So I told Tina, I was like, I don't have any really stories to tell.
No.
But I will tell you this one. He's Kentucky Spirit. You can get that out.
Okay.
This is actually, I'm getting ready to do a video on this story. I don't want to tell you too much about it. But this happened in Mercer County, West Virginia, which on the southern part of Mercer County, when you cross that line, you're in Virginia. Okay. So if you look at a map, you go to Princeton and you go south from Princeton towards Virginia. This is where this sighting took place.
Where is it?
Oh, Kentucky Spirit.
Yeah. Oh, it's right.
We should open the new bottle. Well, we've opened the new bottle.
Yeah.
We'll get this one. Don't matter. So anyway, I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about it, but this lady, she had her window open in the bedroom because it was like July, August, and they probably didn't have air conditioning or whatever. She had their window opening early in the morning and probably to help sleep better, whatever. And she heard this noise that woke her up from her sleep.
Good night, sweet tea.
Good night.
Thank you.
And she said it was like a howling and a moaning, like it was in pain or something. She said it sounded like it was very large and was getting very upset. So she said that it was not a bear. She's had seen plenty of bears, heard recordings of bears, and she said it was not a bear. So she said she didn't look outside. Now, later on, after hearing those sounds, there was a bunch of them, and this will be the last thing I tell you about the story because I'm doing a video. There were a bunch of them sitting in their kitchen and telling stories like families do. They sit around telling stories and all this, and they all of a sudden heard this big like growl and a bang on their side of their window, or I mean, the side of the house. And one of the ladies says, "Oh my God, did you see it? I just saw it. It's out there." And so they got their guns and they went around the house, and the youngest son went around too looking for it. He was probably like 12. And when they got there, they opened fire on this thing. I don't think they hit it, but they said the boy come running in the house, and the boy tells the story now how he kept running in the house screaming about what he saw, this big giant of a thing around the corner of the house. So pretty crazy story right here in West Virginia. Well, we're in Virginia, but West Virginia.
Which is close by.
Yeah. So I will tell y'all that'll be doing a video of that pretty soon. I'm kind of waiting for it to warm up and quit raining and doing all this stupid stuff it's been doing.
Yeah. So to wrap it up, we'll have a little taste again for Matthew and Courtney.
She wants more of the story.
Well, you have to watch the video, I guess.
You gonna do it in that?
Yep.
Did I just pour this? Left. Did you give me a new glass?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my, oh my.
So Dice says he likes the Eagle Rare just a little bit more than the Kentucky Spirit.
Really?
And Matthew, I think, said it is an awful close call.
Oh my gosh. Eagle Rare is good, but it ain't this good in my opinion because it's got so many more flavors. So like it's bouncing around in there. You get caramel, vanilla, you get spice, you get this sweet corn. It did a pretty decent finish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have to.
This is the highest ranking I've given anything. And of course, that's just my ranking. You guys can make your own ranking. And like I said,
because it's
some of y'all like Eagle Rare a little better. I think Eagle Rare's finish is too short.
It's totally
for me, but
your taste.
Yeah. I like that long, warm hug.
Hello, Ashley Slots.
Hey.
Allison Rains. How are you?
There's my daughter.
How are both of you girls?
Almost my other daughter, Ashley. Good to see y'all.
Yeah.
Both of you. And Courtney says, Dice, we need to have a cookout.
Dice,
and y'all can fight over, Matt. Y'all can decide which is better.
Yeah.
Between wild turkey. This is my favorite. This and it's just, to me, it just opens up a whole lot.
Dice Allison agrees with you. I see you see that. Dice said he'd have to do a side by side. Yeah. That's it. That's the best way to
do a blind. Yeah. But to me, it's like, and it's all about preference. Some people absolutely love Jack Daniels, and that's what they love. They love that filter, that charcoal. To me, I like the oakiness of this, which I get a lot more oak. Now, if you try this with the Eagle Rare, you get a whole lot more oakiness with this.
Yeah.
You're going to get the wood. A lot more wood.
You do a lot. I have to agree.
And you're going to get a lot more of that like sweet molasses and caramel and brown sugar.
Especially after you sip it, it's down the hatch.
Yep.
And you're sitting here and we're conversing. It's like I'm still tasting it. So
yeah.
and I'm getting that
Thank you so
oak
much,
flavor,
Matthew
everything.
and Courtney.
Yeah.
Courtney was the bomb on that.
Courtney, the whiskey hunter.
She is the whiskey hunter.
The whiskey whisperer, I think that's what they called her. Well, hey, Melba.
Wow.
How are you, dear? Good to see you.
And also
welcome in.
The Eagle Rares, it's 10% more proof. So it's actually 11% more proof. So it's going to open up a little bit more for you.
It is
Toot Tom. There's Melba. Hey, Melba. Allison, guys, my daughter has been pretty sick lately. So, and I asked some people to pray for her so that she feels better soon. And everybody go check out Ashley.
She is feeling better, but
Ashley Slots. She just went on a cruise and she has put up a whole lot of videos scratching and
check her out, guys.
Some slot channels. And of course we all know, I don't know if Gamblin Granny's still here, but did anybody drop her link? We all know Gamblin Granny's like she's a legend.
She is.
She is the legend. Everybody on here I know knows her.
She is very, very busy getting that.
Matt says she's the secret weapon. Courtney.
That's right.
Allison says she's on the up and up.
Courtney, no matter what we're going to be doing, I know she's not a whiskey girl yet, but we're gonna take it slow, and we're gonna when we get to meet you and Matthew, we're gonna do some girl sipping, whiskey sipping.
Ashley said, I asked for a beer instead. They took it back. They have wild turkey too and doers. Ashley says she's in the archives right now. Matthew tells Allison, thank y'all for being good to Allison. And everybody's taste is different.
Yeah.
Some people will try that smoke whack and then just absolutely think that's the greatest thing ever.
And it was fine.
Well, it's all right.
I felt for that. I felt, and I may
didn't
be
get
wrong,
mad,
but I thought
it wasn't like benchmark 8.
Yeah, no, not at all. I could drink that.
Yeah, exactly.
I just maybe it was maybe it's just young.
What's young?
This.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's young and it's thin.
And I'm an old snob.
Yeah.
I'm an older whiskey snob. I can say that now. And I am old.
She took a mini dark cherry vanilla whiskey bottle and it was good with Coke. Oh, cool.
Okay, yeah.
That does sound good.
Ooh, that might be, yeah. You're onto something there. That's almost like Crown, kind of an old fashioned.
Jack Daniels would be the same. It wasn't. Nah. Crown is so, yeah. Is Lance still in here? We hadn't heard from Lance in a while.
In high school / first years of college, you know what my go-to was? It actually was bourbon, if you can believe that. It was a lot of beer. You're supposed to let Kissy Kat guess.
Oh, I was guessing. Okay.
But yes, it was Jim Beam. That was my go-to. Occasionally, we'd get like this is terrible. And back in the day, like literally, you would ride around with your friends and you would get those glass bottles of whatever your favorite soda was and pour it out or drink it down about that much. And then you'd pour Jim Beam. Jim Beam right in there and ride around.
That's crazy.
In the country all night.
Captain Morgan and Coke was good, yeah. All right, here's a video. Check out the bourbon junk.
Spiked big gulps. Yes, Kissy Kat. Basically, except it was glass bottles.
Check out the bourbon junkies. They just did a video on the like 8 or 9 whiskeys below $20, and Canadian Mist was on the list, and Jim Beam and Evan Williams and all those, but their reaction to Canadian Mist was like me and Tina's and Kia-Belle's. Yeah, I ain't gonna watch that. It's pretty
That was
great.
the best. I love her analysis of that, her reaction. She's the best. Kia-Belle is
Oh
the
man,
best.
yeah.
Ashley said she remembers doing that. Thank you. Anybody that remembers doing that, like we had this strip in my county that was we rode from
Cruising.
Kelly's convenience store to Briz's restaurant, back and forth. It was like maybe 2 miles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And everybody rode around drinking. And you don't do that now. Like, we don't do that now. Nowadays. But back in the day, you did. Granny and Dice, y'all remember doing that? That was before drinking and driving was frowned upon.
Yeah.
Thunderbird, Strawberry Hill. Hey, I had my fair share of Strawberry Hill too, Melba. I remember it.
Switched to Kentucky Spirit.
Oh gosh.
And he said Knob Creek comes out of Jim Beam Distillery. And
Oh gosh. Country Cruise was the best. Yes. So Courtney, you know.
A 1979 Bonanza. A Bonanza. I don't even hardly remember that.
Yes, Ashley, we did. We did all kinds of
See,
stuff.
I never drank at all till I met Tina.
That is a lie. That is a lie. Did we ever tell the story of me in high school? I don't know. Anyways, that's a lie.
Boone's Farm, Melba.
He's older than me.
Survived the ramp
By a
of
tiny
death
bit.
after the epic live stream.
What?
Well, guys,
Boone's
we've been going for
Farm.
an hour and a half, and I'm really tired. So we're gonna check out.
There you go, Ashley. It's telling you to go. It's telling you to
Yeah,
go.
absolutely. Absolutely.
It's because you subscribe to this channel.
So anyway, we've drank a lot of sips, and that's about enough for tonight. And
What did Melba say? Funny story. A friend's husband ended up being my youngest son's baseball coach. Every flavor of Boone's Farm. That's awesome.
All right, guys. Thank everyone for coming in. We appreciate you a lot.
Yes, we do.
And we will see you very soon. Love all of you guys. You've been so supportive.
Very much so. Thank you, guys.
And we'll talk to you very soon. I'm sleepy.
Good night.
Good night.
Mwah.
Good night, Allison.